You have probably noticed this before. Someone earns less money than you. They drive an older car. They live in a smaller house. They do not seem obsessed with buying the newest things. And somehow, they always seem to have money. A $1,500 repair appears. They deal with it. An unexpected bill arrives. They pay it. They want to take a few days off work. They can. Meanwhile, someone earning twice as much is checking their bank account 3 days before payday and wondering where all the money went. It sounds backwards. If you earn more money, you should have more money, right? Not necessarily, because there is a huge difference between earning money and keeping money. And once you understand that difference, you start looking at wealth completely differently. Imagine you bring home $7,000 every month. That sounds like a strong income. But your mortgage, car payment, insurance, food, credit cards, subscriptions, and everyday spending cost you about $6,100. At the end of the month, you keep $900. Now imagine someone else brings home only $4,500 a month. They live in a smaller place. Their car is already paid off. They have fewer monthly payments. Their total lifestyle costs $3,200. They keep $1,300. Think about what just happened. You earn $2,500 more than this person every month, but they keep $400 more than you. Over 1 year, you would keep around $10,800. They would keep $15,600. The person earning less ends the year with almost $5,000 more. That is the first secret. Your salary tells you how much money enters your life. It does not tell you how much money stays. And the money that stays is the money that eventually changes your life. But this is where things get dangerous. As your income increases, your lifestyle usually starts increasing too. You get a raise. For a few weeks, you feel richer. Then you move into a nicer apartment. Your old car suddenly doesn't feel good enough anymore. You start eating at better restaurants. You upgrade your phone. You add another subscription. Nothing feels irresponsible. Each decision seems small. But slowly, your lifestyle catches up with your paycheck. And 6 months later, you're making more money, but you feel exactly as broke as before. Sometimes even more broke, because now your life requires more money just to stay normal. That's why a person making $120,000 a year can feel more financially stressed than someone making $70,000. One person earns more, the other person needs less. And needing less is one of the most underrated financial advantages in the world. Now imagine both people receive a raise. After taxes, both get an extra $600 every month. The first person thinks, "Finally, I can upgrade my car." The new car payment happens to be about $600 per month. And just like that, the raise is gone. Their paycheck increased, but their financial freedom did not increase at all. Now take the second person. They keep the same car. They automatically invest that $600 every month. Let's run the math. If $600 per month were invested for 20 years and earned a hypothetical average return of 7% per year, it could grow to roughly $312,000. Over 30 years, roughly $730,000. Of course, investment returns are never guaranteed, but the opportunity cost math is what matters. Both people received the exact same raise. One person turned the raise into another payment. The other turned the raise into a potential future asset. And here's the funny part. From the outside, the person with the new car probably looks richer. That's why looking rich and being rich can be two completely different things. And this leads to another mistake. A lot of people try to fix their finances by attacking tiny expenses. They stop buying coffee. They cancel a $10 subscription. They spend 20 minutes trying to save $3 at the grocery store. There's nothing wrong with that, but then they go home to a house that consumes half their income, or they drive a vehicle costing them $800 or $900 every month. The small expenses are visible. The big expenses are powerful. Imagine you cut $100 of small expenses every month. Great, that saves $1,200 per year. But someone else chooses housing that costs $300 less and transportation that costs $500 less. They just created $800 of extra breathing room every month. That's $9,600 per year. If $800 per month were invested for 20 years and earned a hypothetical 7% return, it could grow to more than $400,000. That's why financially stable people often look surprisingly ordinary. Their biggest expenses are under control. They're not trying to maximize every category of their lifestyle. They leave space, and eventually, that space becomes wealth. Here's another way to think about spending. Stop looking at prices only in dollars. Start looking at them in hours. Suppose after taxes and other costs, you effectively keep $30 for every hour you work. A new $1,800 TV costs 60 hours of your life. A $3,000 purchase costs 100 hours. A $15,000 upgrade from a car that already works? 500 hours. That's more than 12 full 40-hour work weeks. Now the purchase feels different because money is not just numbers on a screen. Money represents your time. Early mornings, commutes, deadlines, meetings, stress, hours of your life that you traded for a paycheck. This doesn't mean you should never buy something expensive. Sometimes it's absolutely worth it, but you should know what you're actually trading. And there's one more trick that helps people keep more money. They wait. Modern shopping is designed to make waiting feel impossible. One-click checkout, saved credit cards, limited time discounts, only 3 left, sale ends tonight. You see something that normally costs $500, but today it's only $350. Your brain says, I'm saving $150. No, if you weren't going to buy it before you saw the sale, you're spending $350. So create a simple rule. For any non-essential purchase above a number you choose, wait 72 hours. Do nothing. Don't buy it, don't finance it, just wait. Something that feels absolutely necessary tonight can feel completely pointless 3 days later, and that pause can save you thousands of dollars over time. But when it comes to saving and investing, do the opposite. Remove the waiting. Automate it. If you take home $5,000 per month, move $500 into savings or investments the moment your paycheck arrives. Don't wait until the end of the month, because the end of the month has a funny habit of finding something else to do with your money. Instead of saying income minus spending equals savings, flip it. Income minus savings equals spending. Pay your future first, then build your lifestyle around what remains. And finally, here's the number that may tell you more about your financial life than your salary ever will. Ask yourself this: if your income stopped tomorrow, how many months could you continue living? If your essential expenses are $4,000 per month and you have $8,000 available, you have 2 months of financial runway. If you have $24,000, you have 6 months. If you have $48,000, you have 1 year. And that number changes how life feels. A job loss with 1 month of savings feels like an emergency. A job loss with 12 months of savings is still serious, but now you have time. Time to think, time to find the right job, time to avoid making desperate decisions. That's why people with less money can sometimes have more than you. They may have less house, less car, less visible status, but they have more margin, more cash, more time, more choices, and more peace. When someone drives an older car, you can see the car. You can't see the $40,000 sitting in their investment account. When someone lives in a smaller home, you can see the home, you can't see the year of expenses they've saved. When someone refuses to upgrade everything, you can see what they didn't buy. You can't see the stress they avoided. Consumption is visible. Financial security is mostly invisible. So the next time someone earning less than you somehow always seems to have money, don't assume they're lucky. Maybe they're simply playing a different game. They're not trying to maximize how much they can buy. They're maximizing how much they can keep. And the math is simple. What you earn minus what your life requires equals your financial power. You can keep increasing your income, but if your lifestyle rises just as fast, you never actually get ahead. Sometimes the fastest way to have more money is not earning more. It's finally giving the money you already earn somewhere to stay. Because looking rich is about what other people can see. Being financially secure is about what happens when nobody's watching. And here on Math Invests, that's the math that actually matters.